All right. Hey, folks. This is the Cartoon Insider, where we talk about cartoons and stuff. And yeah, I'm coming to you live from the Hollywood Night Heat studio right here in Burbank, pretty close to the Johnny Carson studio. It's just up the street, and the WB Ranch, where they used to film Friends. They used to film like shows over there, and before they turned it into a parking lot. Okay, Andy, can you come over here? Yeah. All right. So where's is there a applause button on here?
Yeah.
And
no,
what about
this? You just put that.
Oh, I'm not the funny one. I'm not really. That's not my thing.
No, I know.
So
I know. Just hit that button and the crowd lemmings. They'll crack up.
All right. And hey, where's Jeff? He's like the funny one. He's like the one that makes it. You know.
Yeah, he had coke issues, so.
All right.
He's on a binge. Don't worry about him. You got David.
All right. Okay. The phone's ringing here over here. Hey. Yeah. Oh, we started filming like a few minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we'll fix it in editing. Hey, so where exactly is Jeff? Why is he not here? Jesus. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I can't actually be having this conversation because I hung up the phone and then picked it up again. I get it. Sure. All right. Okay. So where were we?
I was throwing cans at your head. Can I have that one right there?
Oh, he speaks. All right. Andy, can you come over here?
Hey.
I don't know about this guy over here,
He
man.
gets crazy. He starts his thing is he starts.
You saw how he
cans
was
of
the
beer.
last time we were here. He was talking about taking my arms off.
Yeah. Well, maybe ask him about his cop show that he's working on. That calms him. And then if not,
He's not
play
even
music.
I made this is supposed to be about Dave Hartman. He's like the main guest.
Who's Dave Hartman?
He's the guy. He's the guy that's like my main guest.
I thought
he's here to talk about Transformers Prime.
Oh,
and
I got to talk to the booking guy because I thought you said David Manchester because that's David Manchester. I'll get David Hartman. Hold on, I'll call him.
Yeah, please.
I'll go off call.
All right, I'll try and keep this.
Watch this guy.
Keep this guy busy, and you go get him.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Calm down. All right. Hey, I got something for you. So you're on a TV show. I hear you're on a TV show. So how? Tell me about the TV show.
It's on ABC.
All right.
Sunday nights at 7. We're up against Voyagers on NBC.
Oh, okay.
And 60 Minutes on CBS.
All right. And I hear you.
Called,
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Go ahead.
It's about a detective named Casey Blazer who is doing research
Well,
on what third season. The storyline has not changed or progressed. It's still a mystery to us on the show.
Why don't we show a clip?
No!
Oh no!
You know,
Okay, you're right. No,
no,
you're right. Let's don't show
don't
that.
show
Let's don't
clip.
show
There's a
clip.
reason why it's
All
on
right.
Sunday nights at 7.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
Kids can't see that.
Okay. All right, folks. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and why don't we welcome our guest, our main guest for the evening,
Already here.
Mr. Dave Hartman, folks. Come on, everybody. Let's give him a hand. Dave Hartman, producer of Transformers Prime, supervising director. All right. Good to see you. Actually, would you mind like switching seats? Watch your head on the light.
You don't have to tell me twice. Only a
Fudging.
buffoon would hit his head on that thing.
Okay. I'm so
Nice to
sorry.
meet you.
All right.
What's your name again? David. Nice to meet you guys.
I made a call. I
Who's this guy?
got David Hartman for you.
Okay. Look, I don't trust this guy. Right? I don't know if he's gonna like what he's gonna do. If he's gonna like tear off Dave's arms or something. Like maybe. I mean, who's doing the interview? Look, they're
Listen.
just sitting over there talking. I thought I was like here. I thought you brought me here as like the person to be a guest host of the show.
I'm expert at karate and judo, and I could chop him if you want me to.
All right. Can you guys
Smart,
get in
smart.
between them?
I'll watch him.
Can you maybe move them over?
It's like, shut him.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
That one is good, though.
Okay. Dave,
Doesn't make any
Dave,
sense.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not used to being in front of a live audience. Usually I do this on Zoom for the Cartoon Insider, and I just sort of fix it and post, and we're live.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be us.
Yeah, I'm trying something new. I don't know if it's. Let's just proceed as if none of this happened. Does that work for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're talking Transformers. Everyone.
All right. So Transformers. The title for this one, folks, is the horror of Transformers Prime. All right. So Transformers Prime.
Yeah.
You supervised, directed on it.
Yep.
You produced it.
Yeah.
You helped pitch that show and get it made even before it was a show.
Well, Jeff Klein,
Mhm.
who was our executive producer, who we go way back with at Sony, had reached out to me. I had just done Winnie the Pooh at Disney with him. And,
Wow.
he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got this project. I can't say what it is, but it's a big franchise, and we'd love to have you on it." So I met with him, found out it was Transformers. And yeah, it was a dream project. Really.
Well, that's awesome.
We all grew up with Transformers, G.I. Joe, all those Hasbro things. So
It's funny. Jeff Klein. I worked with Jeff Klein at Sony, and did he have something to do with what's that show called? 30 something.
Party of Five.
Party of Five. That's
Back to the topic here.
Yeah, you guys go on.
Yeah, this is definitely the horror of Transformers.
Yeah, it is. So, the interesting thing about it is like you wouldn't necessarily associate things like zombies with Transformers,
Right.
and yet that was a very prominent part of the first 5 part
Yeah.
of season 1.
Yeah, I was surprised. So to go back, when I was called in, Transformers at the time was they brought in Alex Kurtzman and Roberto Orsi, who
Mm.
were doing the Michael Bay films, and were the writers on that. So we got to work on their bungalows at Universal Studios, and I went in, met with them, and Jeff Kline. He brought in Therese Trujillo, our line producer, and then we brought in Dwayne Capizzi to work on the writing. And
But as far as the zombies, how did the zombies?
well,
like, did you?
when I would go in there, I would
Yeah.
just draw. Right, I was
Yeah.
just doodling ideas and stuff, and I still have some in a sketchbook, which I'll share with you.
Yeah, we'll just show it on the screen.
There you go. So anyhow, I was doing those, and I just remember Dwayne had come up to me after, like, this is after I'd been drawing for a while, but some of the early stuff I showed him were zombie transformers. Because as a kid, I always thought that'd be cool because I'd beat up my toys so much and they get so worn out, I just make them zombies, right? So I always thought that was cool, even though they're robots, they still have energon, blood in them. They can still have monster versions of them. I thought so. So I just did those drawings, but I did them for fun, right? And Dwayne had told me on the script, like he showed me, and it was like I had zombies. He's like, "No, we're doing that. We're doing the zombie Transformers," which was for me amazing, right? That we had that opportunity to.
So it was coincidental? Or he got inspired by your drawing?
He got inspired, I believe.
That's
But
awesome.
I can't speak for him, but
Yeah.
I-
So did
I
that
would
lead to
suspect-
the concept of dark energon?
I
Because
know, I
dark
think that
energon
definitely
was
led
yeah.
into that.
That's what
And-
created the
yeah. So we he had the dark energon and the zombie aspect in it, and we had a lot of horror elements. And in fact, even that first episode, if you remember, we killed Cliff Jumper.
right.
Scream. It's been a while. So, where's your master?
Never mind him. I am my own master. Any more questions?
Talk about horror. First episode out the gate.
Yeah.
And the major character played by The Rock
Which
gets shanked. It's
Yeah,
basically
that's
is like
awesome.
Who's like
stabbed
Cliff
through
Jumper?
the-
What is that? Is that a
Yeah, he was like one of
he's
the
one of the favorites, so we had to
Right.
kill him. The show was
Starscream
Kind of
just
evil
like
to-
shoved his
Well,
claws
I
right
directed
into
that
his
episode,
chest.
but I had the other
Mhm.
directors were boarding on that episode for me.
Yeah.
You did the scene where Starscream shoves his finger into Cliff
Mhm.
Jumper's chest, and I love that. And I remember we were saying,
It's the North Star action.
Kind of, yeah.
And I remember we were having conversations about how much energon can we show because energon is blood, but it's not red.
It's not really blood.
It's blue.
And eventually we threw that all out the window, and I got to do that great fight scene with Megatron and Optimus
Yeah,
at the
peel out.
the dark energon volcano in the
Yes.
in the background, and then they were just punching each other, and it was just. I actually sent over footage from Raging Bull because there's
Oh,
that one scene
right.
where he gets hit so hard and the blood just
Yeah,
sprays the
solo.
audience. And it was like, hey, it's not blood, so
Yeah. Well, I remember we talked about how we always, as kids, wanted to see Optimus spin those wheels.
Oh,
his
that was
wheels
awesome
could
too.
spin
Yeah, that was a
on
fun
his
moment.
legs, so shove that on Megatron's face. That was a highlight. But
Right. So lots of good.
but there's a
fun-
lot of horror
Yeah.
elements in Transformers Prime. And it's my influence, but it's also Jeff Kline's influence, Dwayne Capizzi's influence, because we all love those kind of movies and that genre. But we also know the talent that was there. So I
The
remember,
talent, right?
yeah, because I remember
Mhm.
asking Jeff Kline. Like, I was a big fan of Jeffrey Combs' work, who
Mhm.
played Herbert West, the Reanimator.
Yeah.
You killed him. No, I did not. I gave him life.
It was funny. We had hired him to play Ratchet, who was the kind of doctor character, right, of
Mhm.
Transformers, and he
I see where this is going.
Yeah. Well, and we turned him into a major character. He was so good because
Dr. Morgan.
Jeff would read the lines differently than you picture them in your head,
Mhm.
which actually made it really cool and really different. And
Yeah, he has his own very unique cadence
yeah,
with
yeah.
his performance.
Who? Jeffrey Combs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
Did you see Dr. Mordred?
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell, I just
Oh
saw
my
it not
God.
too long ago.
Oh
I-
yeah.
It's
the
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That's what somebody said,
crazy.
and
At the time, full moon.
I haven't
Have you
seen
seen
it.
it?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it on video cassette.
Yeah.
Don't-
It's
don't
a
tell
full
Jeff.
moon movie.
Jeff Allen does.
So that's awesome, and then also Tony Todd, another
we had Tony
horror
Todd,
icon.
Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
These were
Did he
all
play Ironhide?
no.
He
That
played.
would've been
Didn't he
funny.
play Ultra Magnus?
Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, which is actually my favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he's
love
a
that
really
guy.
good
Who
character.
Tony Todd play?
Tony Todd played
Dreadwing.
Yeah,
Dreadwing. Yeah, yeah.
R.I.P. baby.
Like anyhow, we had Michael Ironside, Clancy Brown, of
Yeah,
course.
the great-
Wow, you got
the
it.
Kurgan.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, Clancy was
Mm-hmm.
he was definitely he played a human character, surprisingly.
What?
Yep.
Mhm.
His character, I think, died and remember we put Silas inside of his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir.
What have you done?
What we needed to, in order to save you, Silas.
I'm one of them.
The logical evolution of mech's experiments in biotech. Your brain, fused with the donor's nervous and skeletal systems.
The perfect meld of man and machine. Exquisite. Thank you all for your dedication and a lifetime of service. But I now seem more suited to keep the exclusive company of Titans.
I just remember I did a drawing early on of him all very Akira-like with wires and tubes coming out and
Mhm.
all this stuff, like he's just hooked up, And again, I think Dwayne and Jeff ran with that and like that.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Oh, no, you killed him off already.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that's
Dwayne
amazing.
Kabisi.
Drink a bees.
So
That's probably too
I know we
expensive
had
for
other
a show.
horror actors on because the thing was I know Jeff knew I loved that and I remember Jeff, Dwayne, and I. One thing we talked about was we wanted to hire people that we always wanted to kind of meet and work with that are talented, but people we love, right?
Right.
That's why you hired Lonnie Anderson to be Hot Rod.
Yeah. Well, on our other Transformers, we did hire Gil Gerard, who was
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
we all wanted to
awesome.
meet Gil.
Yeah.
We all grew up watching
Buck Rogers.
Wow,
Yep.
yeah.
So there's a lot of horror elements throughout the series, and again with the standards and practices and stuff, you're usually held back with that. But at this stage, we didn't have a whole lot, and streaming was actually just becoming a thing, right? And the hub was still a cable channel
Right.
at the time, and
You keep saying the hub.
Yeah, what is
What
that?
the
Is that
hell?
is that like CW? Is that kind of the thing?
yeah, it was
I
like
remember
Discovery
it.
Kids, I think.
Yeah.
And they
They had their own channel.
yeah,
Is it
we had the
Hasbro? Is
Aqua-
that the H for
Yeah.
Hasbro? And the U
I remember-
stood for underrated,
Oh yeah, it was
No.
Hasbro.
underwater, and the B
yeah, I don't know
bitches.
really what it was.
Hasbro underwater bitches.
I would have liked that show though.
Yeah.
But they were new, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and it was kind of the Wild West, and you're allowed to do a lot more and stuff. So we, anyone watches the series will see there's very dark stuff. Characters die
Yeah.
throughout. There's very adult situations. It's not.
Silas was spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched the show, but Silas eventually, not only was he like, you know, turned into this abomination, but he then on top of that he died.
Yeah.
Right. He was killed by arachnid.
Silas, whatever have they done to you? Oh, but more importantly, thank you for freeing me.
No, thank you.
Whatever.
That's a very, like, we should talk about arachnid because
She's pretty
very
Gina
creepy,
Torres.
very creepy character.
Oh, absolutely. And again, kind of a spidery horror character, but she's actually was, I think, one of my favorite characters.
Oh, mine too.
She's fun to draw.
Yeah.
And her character itself was kind of conniving and thought out well, like how she reacted to the Autobots and stuff like that.
Yeah. She was introduced in episode 12 called Predatory.
We were talking about standards and practices. It reminds me of a story I wanted to tell you. So on standards and practice, one thing we had when they started kind of implementing, I remember we had a scene where we had all these tanks coming in and there was basically almost a nuclear blast that blew these tanks back.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they were just like flying past camera.
That was like the end of like season 2, right?
Yeah,
where like Optimus died. It was a very apocalyptic.
Yes,
the town was destroyed. I remember in the opening scene of like season, I guess 3, it was this like long panning shot of a decimated town. It was like
that was Chernobyl.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So I remember we had these tanks blowing up, and I remember standards and practices had just really kind of started in, and they wanted to do their thing. And, I understand that's their job. But I remember they saw that scene and they said, we need to make sure the people in the tanks are alive. And I said, well, they're drones.
There you go. And they bought it.
No, I don't think they knew that meant they were unmanned. They went back saying, no, we need to make sure the humans are alive. I was like, I can add in a screen. And they said, yes. So now when you watch that that episode, now you see tanks blowing up and you hear,
oh my God. Yeah.
So now we clearly show that humans were.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be drones. Wow. I had another good one too. I think it was Sean's episode. He had one where we throw a car up and it smashes like a helicopter, and we have the classic G.I. Joe parachuting guy falling down. And I remember SMP saying, thank you so much for doing that. It's nice to have a director that actually thinks ahead. And I wrote back, what about the family of 4 in the car? And they didn't, I don't think they liked that.
Wow.
So yeah, that had a little more attention.
That's amazing that there was actually standards broadcasting practices in play, and we got away with so much despite all that.
Well, again, I think there was because the robots and
you could torture them. We could like get them. We could get them. We could get them high on drugs. Remember, because there was a synthetic energon. Ratchet took it. He got all amped up. It's basically
that's right. Our steroids.
It's like Transformers crack. It like makes them perform better, stronger, faster. Ratchet was like on top of the world, and he started going crazy. And then like he captured like what are those? The troopers? They were like the
shock troopers.
The shock troopers, the Decepticons that nobody cared about. So you could like they would get killed all the time, but nobody.
They were our red shirts.
Yeah. And so he like tortured one of them to get information out of him while he was high on synthetic energy.
Why the big rush? Just trying to get as far as I can from the Autobot stink.
Does your boss know you have a potty mouth? Maybe I should pay him a visit and tell him.
Get melted, wheel grinder!
Melted? Now there's a concept. I won't ask you a second time. Where is Megatron?
But I don't know. See, like we were doing what we felt like were the shows when we grew up, which was we didn't have to dumb it down for the audience. And we knew our audience. Our audience, it's kids, but we wanted to make a show that people our age could watch with their kids today and enjoy it.
that involved
we
blood,
could have gone
murder.
There was many
drug
times
abuse.
we wanted to go a lot darker.
Right. We were.
pulled ourselves
That's true.
back.
We were.
There was
yeah.
many times, but
Yeah.
but it probably as the show went,
Had a good message.
Yeah, I think we're a little more pushing the limits on the first season, and then as things got established, as always, it becomes more people involved and stuff like that.
Right.
But at the beginning, there wasn't a whole lot, and we took a lot of risks. We got one of my favorite composers, Brian Tyler.
Oh, amazing! Yeah,
did the score.
Yep, he did the films as well.
Yeah, Iron Man and so many other things. So we got him on
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Thank you. But anyhow, he was did like such a great freaking theme for that show. And but that show, it was on the Hub and no one really knew what the Hub was, to be honest. And it was actually one of the best times for us as animation people, because as everyone up here knows, in animation, sometimes we're only on at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m, or we get shafted, or our end credits are cut off for the next show coming up next. We kind of like don't get the love. And on this show, I felt, for me, as someone who's at that point been in the industry like 20 years, I felt like for once we were kind of treated like directors, or filmmakers, right? We had red carpets, premieres, we always had great premieres. It was a show no one heard of, but then I believe we won 11 Emmys on that show.
Wow.
Well, that includes all the artists, the individual artists have won awards.
Wow. Did you get any Annies?
No Annies.
Yeah, that's
No Annies.
Politics.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll take an Emmy over an Annie.
Yeah. So I mean, that show got a lot of love, and I still get emails about it all the time, from fans who just discovered it for the first time on Netflix.
Yeah, no, it seems to have a life of its own afterwards. Like, it's kind of
where can you find
highly
it?
regarded.
I mean,
because
because
it's on
Hub is.
Netflix.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hub is gone.
Yeah, you can watch it for free on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of everywhere. I think it might even be on Tubi. So yeah, it's kind of everywhere. But yeah, it's still one of those shows. It's a big property. It's a big name. But for me personally, I think it's one of my proudest moments in my career, because again, you're working on a show that meant something to you as a kid, but also means so much to so many other people, that I felt like you're already up against a bunch of people. Don't screw it up. Right?
Yeah.
And we have that.
Go get him some tissue. I think he's gonna start crying.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, and then it's created a whole new generation. Like, a kid I worked with, he was a revisionist on Transformers Earthspark, which just came out a couple of years ago. He's like, that was his favorite show. He knew, like, he was an authority on it. He could tell me things I'd totally forgotten, because we would sit there next to each other drawing or whatever. And it was like one of the reasons why he got into animation,
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing to think it had that.
It was his favorite one, despite the fact that they didn't have noses. And I was like, but they didn't have noses. And he's like, yeah, but it makes more sense. Why should they have noses?
I remember we worked so hard at the beginning just trying to figure out how to do the mouths.
Yeah.
Right? Because
in 3D, it's totally different. Yeah, because it's like, it's actually moving metal. So
Jose Lopez came in, who was our character designer, and Polygon Studios in Japan was our animation team, who I had worked with on Winnie the Pooh and stuff. And we had already had a good working relationship, and kind of a pipeline down that worked really well. And that was one of the funnest parts, was doing the the R&D.
This guy, I don't know. I mean, do you want to sit like in between him, like maybe, or like?
Do you need me to karate chop
like,
him?
I don't know. The way he's looking at me, I don't like.
I know.
He was looking at me like that that last time when we were doing that breakdown.
Don't you dare!
Don't
you dare karate
he like
chop me.
ripped off.
That's my only weakness. Don't you do it!
All right, sorry.
I lost some chest
as
hair.
I was saying.
Do you like cartoons?
Yeah,
I like.
All right, back to the topic of Transformers. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Dave. I won't do this. I won't be doing this again. I'm like, this is one time. One time.
Okay.
Okay.
Do that.
All right.
All right. What were we talking about?
What were
Transformers.
I don't know.
We're talking about it's Jose's designs and
Yeah,
like
so
trying to figure out
Jose-
like how to move a mouth and
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
like-
weren't sure because
yeah.
they're metal, right?
Yeah.
And we wasn't sure because we're trying to make it look realistic, but we at that point when we had started, I don't believe the first movie had come out yet.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of
Yeah, we were
going along at the
concurrent.
same
Yeah.
time.
They took our idea from Unicron, basically
There was
being
a
inside
couple-
the
there's-
Earth.
There's a few shots,
And they
that
didn't
end up
they didn't do anything with
the
it.
trailer. I remember
Yeah.
that. I was like, that looked like one of our storybooks. But
Yeah.
great minds think alike.
There you go.
So anyhow, I just remember we were studying so hard how to make these things work, right? And we even had one of the Hasbro toy designers come out, and he stayed with us, if you remember, for a couple months,
Slept on
working
your couch.
alongside. Yeah, slept on the couch and just ate out of the vending machine. But he was there to help us with that. But when once we actually got going, the thing I was really proud of is that I wanted these things to actually work. So with Polygon, it wasn't that we cheated. Like in the old cartoon, you could go and have some scribbly lines.
Yeah.
I actually felt like at the end, I was like, we should sell these designs to the military because we could make some awesome things because these things actually transformed all the parts. Jose worked his butt off. And
Yeah, they're all color-coded little pieces, I remember. So
Yeah.
you can track where each one
yeah,
went.
it was a nightmare as a board artist, right? Because
Well, I mean, I remember them saying, Dwayne was like, I want to see in between stages, but I was like, I'll just do like squiggly lines and say transform.
Well, it's what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
I remember that getting
Yeah.
brought up, and he had a point. We do need to see what it's going to do, but
Mm.
that fell on the animation team. So
Right.
we worked with Polygon, and Polygon actually did animations for all of the characters. So we had
Yeah.
not just their walk cycle.
Yeah, eventually we were able to use that as reference.
So we were able to
Yeah.
have that as reference
Mhm.
and stuff, which was great. But again, we needed these characters to emote, and then with the 2D cartoons, it's a lot easier to have rubbery metal
Mhm.
that bends and all that stuff to get expression. So for this, it was like, okay, in Michael Bay, we saw what he did, which was, a lot of articulated parts that move,
Right.
but we kind of didn't want the faces to be so complicated. A simpler face is going to give you a lot more emotion as far as what we needed. And as far as a storyboard, we're going to be able to emote better. So we tried to find a simple way, and I actually think that was partly why the noses went away as well, because it was more like that Iron Man face, but also the noses were great, at least at the time with our technology. It worked great in 2D, but when 3D we were getting too many cast shadows because one thing I wanted to do on that show visually that CG shows tend to do is they tend to light a scene, right? They light the room. And I wanted to make it more of a cinematic film where we light for the shot. Now that's more costly and time consuming because you're setting up lights for a shot. But a lot of times on other CG shows, they actually have lights married to the character. So as the character goes, he's always perfectly lit.
Oh, okay.
And in this, we wanted dark shadows. We wanted rim lights. We wanted to treat it like a real film. And I think that's also something that made our show different, at least at the time.
It's helped to hold up pretty well, even though it's at this point over 10 years.
It's definitely over. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while now. I think it was 2008. Is that when we started?
Yes, I was
Possibly.
around then.
Yeah, and
Yeah. And it's not like we didn't have a huge budget either. It was just used.
no, not really. It wasn't.
$36.
Yeah, maybe.
How many
Yeah, a little
seasons?
more.
How many seasons did you guys go?
3 seasons, and then
That's it?
the
For
Beast
how many
Predacon
episodes?
But we did some movies too.
Yeah.
We did almost 100 episodes.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
I think.
And they were big orders. This is back in the day when you
Yeah,
had 24
I remember.
episodes in a season,
And
as
I'll
opposed
say,
to 8.
like, again, it's like a highlight from my career because they ended up trusting me. And again, I know I'm
Huh?
saying the same thing over here, but I think you guys will appreciate this. It was like they let me do the edits and the music mixes,
Mm.
and it came to a point where I'm doing them alone
Yeah.
because they would just trust me. And a lot of times they didn't see it until it was on the air.
Wow, that's unheard of.
Well, it meant a lot to me because there was trust there, but it might also just be a lot of us saying we don't want anyone in the room and nobody knew better at the time. But regardless, that's why I'm really proud of this show because it has a lot of it. There's even things I did a lot of visual effects in it after the fact that I didn't even tell anyone because it's like, I didn't like how this was doing, so I'd go in and have effects and do a shot here and there. So, but that we're all, really wanted that show to be something special. And I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, it was for me as a episode director is one of the greatest experiences in my career for sure. And it took up such a nice good chunk of that time.
One of the first guys I approached
I remember that.
direct on this show because we have gone back at Sony and stuff. We always got along, and I liked your work quite a bit, and I knew you were a fan of Transformers and all that, and to me that just made sense. And then, we just had a great directing team on the whole series.
Didn't we work a showing back then with them and like Transformers too?
You were a runner. I directed.
Right.
Yeah.
How good can it do? You talking about
I don't drink coffee, so I didn't.
Yeah.
You don't drink coffee?
Not then. I do now.
That's good.
Starting now, right now. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking something else besides coffee. All right, so
wait, yes.
Who are the other directors? You had
so
Sean.
There was Sean.
What's Sean's
Sean
last
It sounds like a lot of Sony guys. Right?
What's Sean's last name?
Byron was on that.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Sean?
It's too hard. No, it's like.
What's his last name?
I had it down, and then once you throw me on the spot, I'm sorry, Sean. Sean,
you can look at that. You can look at it. Oh, he did it. All right.
Frank Marino, Todd Waterman.
Yep.
Scooter Tidwell.
Yep.
And Vincent Hoyt.
Yep.
And am I missing anyone?
Kirk Van Wormer co-directed the Arachnid episode with Todd.
Oh,
it was Todd.
Yeah.
It was Todd. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember Kirk because Kirk was always one of my go-to board guys back on Jackie and stuff.
Hey, so I read in the trades that Jeff Klein wasn't on that show the whole time, and that you took over, correct? Jeff was kind of
Dwayne and myself took over where Dwayne was handling the story side, and then I was co-producing and I was doing the art direction.
And Jeff was gone, right?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what the whole thing was.
Yeah.
But I know Jeff was moving, and I'm not 100% to be honest.
Yeah. But they trusted you. They trusted you to take. They trusted you to take a little bit of his responsibility.
Just keep on.
And Dwayne,
which was fun. And then there was another series after that, but it was more for kids. That was the younger version of Transformers that Vincent. So Vincent was on that.
And what was that called? That was
Transformers: Robots in Disguise. It was a little
I remember
younger, but that was another. I don't want to go into that. We can save that for another.
Yeah.
Tune Insider, but it has its own fun stories.
All right. Well, seeing this is a Halloween special with a Halloween theme. I guess that's how
you're a monster.
This guy's got it
here.
What are you talking about?
See?
Do you have glasses?
No, I don't.
Oh, I see my reflection in your glasses.
Listen,
it's true. I am a monster. Oh, I'm a monster.
All right.
All right, should we start the show now?
It's for real.
Next time, can we just have Jeff next time? Is that, Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
Jeff. You're the guy you co-host the show with.
Oh,
Jeff.
Jeff Allen.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can we have him what?
Well, I mean, can we just have him?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I know it's Halloween, but whatever. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We'll go. We'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up here. So with the Halloween
Did we
thing,
cover enough? Did we cover? Yeah.
well, I mean, there's a lot to cover, man.
I know.
It's hard to pick and choose. We might have to do a part 2. We might have to just do one that's proper, like where I just talk to you on my show.
Okay,
You know, like,
do that.
my regular show.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Jeff!
Hey,
Oh my God! Thank God you're here.
Hey,
Hey.
how you doing? Oh,
Man, I missed you, man.
Andy.
Man, I could. Man,
Oh, how's everything?
if I could have just had you here at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, I ran out here from Beverly Hills.
Oh, all right. Well, better late than never.
Yeah, it is, huh?
You
Well,
know.
we're wrapping up now.
What? What are you talking about?
We could go a
I
bit
thought we were gonna talk
longer.
about
Well, we're gonna
Phantasm,
talk.
Hotep ending, the action pack.
Well, we haven't even gotten to that. That's true. Don't let me forget that because we got to talk real quick, at least, about your Kickstarter and your new book. Or let's talk about it now.
Okay.
Do the Clark Kent Superman review.
What's that?
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah. That's
All right, you just hold on a second here. All right, so here we go. We got the books here. I almost fell over. That's okay.
Awesome.
So this is your Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, Monster Drive-In.
Mhm.
It's kind of my tribute to grindhouse movies
Awesome.
from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, we've talked about tons of movies like that over the years we were working together, and
Mhm.
I've just kind of taken and made my own stories from that era, and just did a Kickstarter for it, and it was successful. So that book's coming out soon, hardcover and softback.
Nice.
Hardcover too. Nice.
Man, how many
Yeah.
pages we got in here?
It's over 100 and some pages.
Wow, look
but
at that.
One
Beautiful
of my
artwork.
favorite things for people you guys might enjoy besides
Oh,
the gore and
I know what
stuff.
you're going to say.
Yeah, I do a
The
lot
fake
of
ads.
fake ads.
Yeah,
and
those
here
are
fake
awesome.
retro
Uh-huh.
ads from
That's awesome.
the comics that we all love.
So by the time this airs, the Kickstarter will be over, but
Yes, but
is there any way people can get hold of the book?
yeah, there's still what we call late pledges on Kickstarter. I'll keep that open for a while. We'll still be selling the individual books. There were reward tiers where I did original art, and there's tons of extras and stuff. Those will be gone, but the books themselves will still be available, and there'll still be a select amount of like stickers.
They can find
and
that through your website.
Yes, you can go to David Hartman Art on Instagram. There's a
Okay.
link in my bio there, or sideshowmonkey.com, or just go to Kickstarter and search for Monster Drive-In.
Nice. And then also, and on top of that, you have books and books that are coming out. I think
it just everything happens at once.
these will, by the time this airs, they'll be on the shelves.
Yeah, this will
right.
be in
Check out your
stores.
local comic book store.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is Kraken, put out by Titan Publishing. Mike Mignola did a cover for us, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's a 1930s type story. Shannon Eric Denton is the writer on it. I did the art, and it's a 1930s kind of pulp adventure with Cthulhu and Nazis and stuff like that, with a swashbuckling hero, Indiana Jones type, but he's went to another dimension and came back different.
Sounds great.
Like the Tall Man.
And
that's the same.
The soft cover
cover
version, okay. And this is the soft cover.
Yeah,
for
this
Kraken.
is my art with the normal version. So a
A
little bit different.
art is much better.
When is Kraken out, or is that that's not a
It
Kickstarter?
literally just came out
Okay.
today, I believe.
Holy smokes! Wait, no, it's not Comic Book Wednesday. It's Tuesday.
It's going to be a Comic Book Wednesday, but they're off of Amazon and stuff, shipping early. So a bunch of people told me they got their books today.
Gotcha,
All right.
So,
Very
but
cool.
it will be this will be in the past now, but future me was saying that I'm going to be a golden apple and on Melrose
On Melrose
on October 1st.
Nice.
Doing autographing the book. So
Wow.
Oh,
Is
we'll
there
have
any
Ben
way? Can
there.
I interject real quick?
Yeah.
My buddy Ben Bates,
Mhm.
who was comic book artist for Sonic and TMNT, and
Awesome.
all that. He's supported your Kickstarter.
Oh, really?
And he
Oh,
posted about it.
that's
He
so great.
never does stuff like that.
Wow.
But
that means a lot.
yeah, and,
That's awesome.
And I was saying, you know, because money's kind of tight. I know David Manchester did a hit TV show, but I was going to say, is there any way I could purchase that hardcover copy off of right now?
That is a proof. So that's my only proof copy.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't like those, right? You like the actual copies?
Yeah. Oh, not yet.
So can I purchase that proof copy? I got $12 on it. And they're all in ones. Yeah.
You know,
And you can even autograph with that pencil.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
You know, I noticed something.
What?
But I already promised it to David Manchester anyhow. So.
Speaking of David,
I know that guy.
Fuck these chairs, man.
yeah, wait a minute here. So I wasn't David Manchester wearing that shirt? Oh, Jesus Christ! What the? You are David Manchester. I knew it. Well, we'll settle this later.
He's onto us. Let's go.
All right, folks. So before
Yes,
I know we could go on forever. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll
do another. We'll do a proper
one on my channel. We'll do that later. So, but it's Halloween. You know, it's a time for
absolutely
like craziness and monsters and
skulls at friends.
yeah, I guess like twisted little mutant skulls.
Okay.
All right, so we're wrapping it up. Just like, what were some so I think we covered some of it. But what were some of your favorite scary moments or episodes from Transformers Prime?
Well, for me, I mean, it was that Silas episode we talked about. Was a really horrendous because it's a guy cut in half, and I remember we did this scene where you're on his face, and he's got like the profile, right? He's sitting on the gurney, he's got the blanket up to him, but as the camera pans out and the shot gets wider, you see that it's only half of him, and then the blanket is laying flat on the gurney. And that was all you needed to like know what was in there. Yeah. And
less is more.
In that one movie with the train.
Yeah, my favorite.
I hate to say it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, nobody does.
Big Bowie's son directed that movie.
Yeah,
what's it called?
Right.
It's a good movie.
Just none.
All right.
Yeah.
So what about I mentioned like Predatory with the introduced arachnid. That was like all her going around the creepy misty woods, like chasing and stalking Jack. Yeah, that was all great stuff.
Hello, Jack.
So there you have it. Till next time, I'll be seeing you on back on the show. Adios.